What's up, my magical mystery tours? Do you want gay This is Sierra Mist back with another Dabbling in Drag. Thank you so much for tuning in for yet another video. I feel like it has been a little bit of a minute since I've got to talk with you all, but I've been busy with some other things and I'm super excited to share with you. You may have seen that I made my theatrical debut as the witch in Indie Drag Theater's production of Into the Woods, and this was a dream come true. To anybody who was able to see the performance live, thank you so much for the support. It truly means the world. For anybody who wasn't able to make it, there is a recording available for you to check it out, and there is some Sierra Mist Witch merch just for you. So check it all out. The last time you saw me, I was living my 60s mod fantasy. This Twiggy-inspired look was so much fun to create. It was definitely a change of style for me, but one that I super connect to. I am very much enjoying the sort of like 60s, 70s retro aspect in my personal life, and what better way to bring it in with my drag. That said, today we are also doing a little bit of a time period exploration, jumping from season 11 of RuPaul's Drag Race to the promo for season 12 of RuPaul's Drag Race. This promo was of course red, white, and blue stars and stripes inspired. A very patriotic promo. The looks were bold, primary, color-blocked interpretations of our national colors. Admittedly, America is a flop, but we're going to go along with the theme and celebrate red, white, and blue. Less about celebrating this country and more about empowering and inspiring us to make the change we want to see in this country. Hashtag register to vote. Hashtag vote, bitch. So for this theme, of course, we have to mystify it, and we all know that I am a mega comic book nerd. When Captain America died in the comic book franchise, I took a day off of school because I was so distraught. And no, I'm not doing Captain America necessarily, but Captain America had a sidekick who we were introduced to in the Marvel Cinematic Universe as Bucky or the Winter Soldier. And in the films, he's all grown up and he's Sebastian Stan and he's very handsome. In the comics, he was much younger, boyish, and had this very flamboyant sidekick outfit. So I'm going to take some inspiration yet again from Marvel Comics, twist it, flip it, and reverse it, and put my own spin on it. But we're still going to keep it in that World War II time period. Alright, enough babbling. We've got some chest hair and some beard to take care of. I'm naked! I haven't had to shave my chest for a look for a while, and I was getting spoiled because my skin was like so furry and soft, and now it's like To continue with the baldification process, let's go ahead and block out these eyebrows. Blocked. Now let's go ahead and draw on some new eyebrows. We've got a base for our brows and we are ready for eye makeup. Now I know lately I've been like doing the eye makeup and then showing you, but today's look is pretty straightforward. I haven't done like a neutral eye for you all in a while. So this look is going to be very neutral eye makeup, winged eyeliner, pretty standard, so I'm just going to go ahead and show you. Tapping a bit of our Maybelline Super Stay Foundation in 102 Fair Porcelain all over the lid. I'm using this as an eyeshadow base. One of these days I'm gonna depot these BH Cosmetics Zodiac palettes because I use them all the time, but I really only use the top half of this. Admittedly, I have dipped into the purple and plan to do so for future looks. And these shimmer shades are great. I just don't have as much of a reason to use them. But these neutrals are like beautiful, warm, rich browns, and I use them all the time for my brows and for neutral smoky eyes. It was almost the end. Thankfully I have 2 more of these palettes because I just buy them in bulk. But eventually I'll just make like a giant pan of each of those colors that I use, especially the Aries Black. So good. BH Cosmetics, are you listening? I'm going to dip into Sagittarius, which is like my medium brown shade for this look. And I'm going to just go ahead and sketch out the shape of my eye. And all of that was from just one dip in the pan. These are super dense, super pigmented, and you could see how I was just moving the pigment around so that I wasn't going to end up with a super dark eye. This pigment is already really intense. And I'm just continuing to pack that pigment on in small sections to get the best color payoff before I even move on to the next shade. Taking a clean fluffy brush, I'm just diffusing the edges of this. Now I'm going in with more of a flat brush and moving on to the shade Scorpio, which I'm concentrating in the outer corner. I don't really need to build up the crease a ton more because once I cut it with the white, it's going to really add that contrast. So any pigment that I use, I want to have more of it in the outer corner where the liner is going to go and on the underside of my eye, and then just diffuse over the crease. I took a little bit of concealer and just diffused the area under the brow and at the bottom of the eye to make sure I was getting the angle and shape that I wanted, so that way now I can go in with the black and really start to map out the shape of my liner. Now I can come in with some Ben Nye Clown White Cream and start to sketch out the shape of that crease. Oops, realized the camera cut out, but I went ahead and sort of defined the liner shape, added black, and you can see the crease is like big and open and kind of cuts through here, and it's diffused on the side. With that eye done, let's go ahead and do it on this side. Boom, both of the eyes are on. I'm gonna go off camera and prep my skin so we can get into the foundation. Alright, our skin is prepped, primed, and ready for foundation. For my base, I'm mixing together a little bit of my Maybelline Superstay foundations in 105 and 115, as well as the Candid Photo Ready Glow foundation by Revlon in 130. Let's go ahead and blend that out. Looking lovely. Let me go ahead and grab a cap before I highlight. Now to highlight, we're just adding a little bit more coverage to the high points of the face. And now for contour. You can see I'm doing a little bit of back and forth between my beauty blenders, taking the one that I used for my base and my highlight, and using that to soften and diffuse the areas of contour that get a little bit too dark. This is looking like a nice even blend. Obviously we'll touch up the brows and everything later, but let's go ahead and set this face. My skin really is picking up a ton of texture today, which is not cute. It has been allergy season, so my skin is very dry. I've been taking my allergy medicine, and so a lot of my makeup is having trouble adhering, which is making me nervous, but I'm trying to power through and just powder it and see if we can get some of it to stay in place. I'm spiraling. I'm having a breakdown. I need to move on to blush before I lose my mind. Dipping into my Ben Nye Theatrical Rouge palette, I'm dipping into my favorite shades, Victorian Rose and Dark Tech. And let's go in with some nose blush. Alright, it's kind of coming together. I need to fix these eyebrows, so let me do that off camera and then I'll be right back to get into the lips. The brows are filled in. I'm feeling better about it just because they help anchor the face, so let's get into the lips. This time period is famous for the red lips, so we're doing a red lip. I'm going to be outlining with a darker sort of like warm wine purple color. This is Sugar Plum by Crown. I'm tracing over that color with a NYX red crayon to get it closer to the color that we're looking for. And now we're filling in with the shade Viking from Luscious Cosmetics. For that bright red look, I'm going in with L'Oreal British Red. I need to mattify this lip real quick and take some concealer around the edges, so I'll be right back. Much cleaner. Now to fake a little bit of dimension on these lips, I'm gonna go in with some highlighter. First, I'm using Bloodlust from Bitter Lace Beauty. Love it, but I maybe did too much. I'll go back and fix that. Whew. Let's go ahead and pop these lashes on. Alright, the lashes are on, and like always, they bring the look together, and that whole roller coaster was worth it. I'm feeling lovely, I'm feeling gorgeous, but I need to get on the wig and the outfit and the heels and take you to set, so let's go.